recorded this tutorial so many times and I did not post it. One, because tutorials are not my thing. It makes me really nervous and scared. But you guys have been asking about this makeup look, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give it to them. And if Monte is out here doing the Lord's work, literally, then I can post a silly video about makeup. So enjoy. Okay, so I took an everything shower. So I already moisturized my face with some Embryolisse. We're gonna go in with what I primed Monte's face with. Primed her with some Studio Radiance from MAC. Generous amount. I really love this. We wanted the skin to look nice and dewy and glowy. Next, because we wanted the skin to look covered but dewy, we used Face and Body MAC Cosmetics as her foundation. So I'm just gonna put it on the back of my hand. I personally like to apply this with my fingers, but when I'm working on a client, there is a brush that I love to use. Let me see if I can find it. Here it is. It's like a slanted brush. This is from e.l.f. I don't know, I love it. I feel like it can really like pack in foundation. So anyway, I'm still gonna use my fingers. If you do use your hands, just make sure they're nice and clean. I'll show you with the brush too though why I like this brush so much. I'll show you on my forehead. I don't know, I just feel like it gives like a good stamping technique. We're gonna leave here empty for right now. This is gorgeous. If you don't have Face and Body in your kit, you need to get it. I always use the term, I'm just gonna let that live. I'm gonna let that live there. And then we're going to just go to the eyes. I don't know, this is just how I work, you guys. So I have one of these from MAC. It's a concealer palette. I just like these. I like these a lot. So I just use a little bit on a brush and I do the entire eyelid. We're gonna put eyeshadow over this, but I just like to just get it one color. This shoot that we worked on was so fun. There were dogs there, dogs that could be adopted. I can't wait to see like the final pictures. It was just like such a fun day. The set was gorgeous. The photographer was amazing. It was like always a dream of mine to work with him. Then I just like to take a little bit of loose powder. This one is from Morphe. It's just translucent. It's so cute because it's in like a little travel size. And just put it over the concealer. Set that aside. We're gonna use that again in a little bit, but just not right now. For her eyes, for her lid color, we used Antiqued from MAC. I just pulled this out of my palette and we used just like a firm flat brush. This one's from Morphe. And we just packed on the color on her lid. Get nice and neat when we add the other colors, but for now that's just what we packed onto the lid because the vibe was just like vampy, kind of gothic, which if you know Monte, that really fit her. And it was like the look that you guys loved the most. Everyone was like talking about the eyes. Then I had this palette, it's called Connect in Color, and I knew that this burgundy here and this like darker purple color there were gonna be great for in the crease. So I took a kind of fluffy, but a fluffy firm brush, Louise, brush number 271, and I just combined those colors, but I kind of pulled more of the red, and I put that in her crease. See, this is why it doesn't matter if the top part was a little bit messy, because you're just gonna use a blending brush right in here. Then what I did was I took a little pencil brush like this. This one is from Pendulum Tools. It is, 780 pencil brush. And I went back in where the darker color was, so the less red one. And we just popped it into the corner. We really wanted the corner to be nice and deep. If you pat it, you'll definitely get a really nice color payoff. And then with whatever was left extra, I just kind of carried it over. And then I took a clean, fluffy brush and just made sure to blend everything out. A Mario palette, one of my favorite colors. And this is also a P. Louise. This is a 234. And we just put it under the brow. If you hear my dog snoring, I'm so sorry. Then, because it's not done, I took some of this Mythology from MAC. Same thing, we can use that flat brush. And we just popped it right on top of the color that we had on the lid. Pink that's in here kind of brings forward like the burgundy-ish that we want. I want this a little bit more blended out. Clean up my under eyes and I'll be right back. When you clean up your under eyes, you get that like cat eye look that you want now that it's like all cleaned up. So I don't know why I work like this, but I do. We're gonna go in with our concealer now. I used the Prolong Wear from MAC Cosmetics because it photographs really beautifully. And again, I love I don't know what these are called, but I call them stamping brushes. So it's like a firm brush that's like on a tilt like this. This is from Pendulum Tools, and the number is very worn off, you guys. I use this brush so much. And we're just gonna put it under the eye. This is what I use as her concealer. Again, she's gorgeous. She has gorgeous skin. She didn't need as much coverage under the eyes as I do. Which, look, we got that little guy right there. Goodbye. Good day, sir. Spots on my forehead from when I was pregnant with my daughter. Redness around here. Totally normal. Happens to pretty much everyone. My dog is snoring so loud. And then, what I love to do, take the extra around the nose. Anywhere we have some redness. This little guy's kind of dark. I maybe should have color corrected him first. That's okay. Now, with that foundation brush from before, kind of just blend everything together. I told you this guy was coming back. A fluffy brush. We're gonna take a little extra, put it on here. Usually I would have a palette, but I don't have one in front of me right now, so we're just using our hand because we don't want to dip this into the powder, put it on our face, and then dip it back into the powder. That's disgusting. Okay, we're gonna set what we just did. Not too much powder. I'm 37, so we don't want to look crepey. We're gonna bring some down here. And just a little bit extra here. We did want her skin to still look glowy, so we didn't want to use too much powder. We're going back to the eyes. I did gift her a liner. These are all brand new every time I have one of these. This one is my personal one, but anytime I open one, I always gift it to a client because there's just like no way to clean a felt tip. And we did a wing. She wanted a big wing. And she was asking me how to do wing liner on herself. And my biggest tip is to look straight ahead. Use your crease as your guide and don't pull on your eye. Just look straight ahead. You start out on the outside, use the crease as your guide, and just pull in. And I like to stamp. I cannot see what I'm doing. You guys are too far away. Hold, please. Cool. Ta-da. I'm gonna do the other side. I'll be right back. Okay, eyeliner is on. I wanted something, I love these bronzers. I did something that would be bronzy, but not super orange. We're gonna take another Pendulum brush. This is, I don't know, again, the number's worn off, but it's nice and pointed. I like it for getting right up in here. I wanted her cheeks to be, and like, I feel like there's like a pinkish grayish tone to this specific color. This one's called All Butted Up. And that's what we wanted. We wanted like a grayish, pinkish tone. We wanted her cheeks to look, so we just kept it like right in here. And then I took it up here like this. This blush is called Big Diva Energy. Another Pendulum brush, guys, if you can't tell. We have a lot of Pendulum brushes. Take what you don't need. Put it on your hand. Pat. Patted that blush. And I take what's left. Do the other side. Because I didn't want, you see this right here, I didn't want that, like that. Take your foundation brush from before, stamp it out. We want a little bit of that color there, but we don't want like a hard edge. This is called Skin Finish Struck. I took a tiny little bit, tiny. Old Faithful. I stamped it right on top. Because again, we want that beautiful dewy looking skin. Not done yet. I always like to go in with a little bit of powder to just make everything look nice and finished. This one is from NARS, Creek it's called. You guessed it, another slanted brush. And just, you see how that just gives great definition? We're not gonna put it up here. We want this to still stay nice and shiny. Put some right here. Just take a fluffy brush and get it right in here. For lashes, I did wispy lashes from Ardell, but because I'm going to pick my kids up from school, I'm not going to be putting on eyelashes. I'm just going to use my own personal mascara. After I put her eyelashes on, I always like to take a black liner. I pull up the eye and then I put the liner right in here. We're not going to do that now because we don't have eyelashes on. Then to finish off her eyes, I love this brush. Guess who it's from? Pendulum. It's got like a tip on it like this. This brush is great for concealer, but what I like to use it for was those first two colors from the beginning, the burgundy and the darker red color. I took it under here on her. I'm gonna do my eyebrows off camera. For her lips, we use this Night Moth. It's like a glossy liner from MAC Cosmetics. I saw this and immediately was like, yes, this is what we need for her. I went in with this from Maybelline, Fearless 135 from Vinyl Ink. We did not stop there. We threw on this drip glass glaze from Morphe in the color Bad Cherry. I'm working on different parts of my hand, as you can see. After she was done, I took a peek at her and I was like, I think I want it a little darker right up in here. So we added that darker shade from prior with just a fluffy brush right up in there like that. That was the look.